Welcome everybody to my top 10 best martial arts anime. My name is Misty/Connexia and I'm a master black belt. Little bitch. Lightweight category. Like seriously, I got years of training at being one. But when it comes to anime, these are in a whole different league. Now, I know when I say martial arts, most people will think about fist fighting. But the topic's a little bit bigger than that. Swordplay, boxing, wrestling, archery, kendo, judo, and all the categories that fall in there. So I'm hoping one of them can actually go ahead and interest you enough. I ruled out bitch slapping because that's more of a hobby than martial arts. Though the line is thin, the line is thin. Number 10, Bamboo Blade. I know when I say martial arts, as I said, you guys have this kaplow, kabam kind of stuff, but this one is more to ease you in the matter, really. If you want a martial arts sports, but nothing too action-packy, Bamboo Blade is a great choice. It's a comedy anime about a teacher trying to defeat his rival team in kendo. It's very light, it's 26 episodes. If you like anime with lots of girl in it, this will be your jam.
初めて挑戦する喜びを味わってるんですよ。お手上げ！どうなり？
これで一本ずつ。
あるだろ。どうかご安心ください。こんな化け物ごときに指一本触れさせませんから。
Number 9, Mushibugyo. On the other hand, though, if you're more into the fighting action-y pack, then maybe this little gem can please you. This is a shonen not many people have heard of that came out last year in 2013. Now, they say the variety is the spice of life. Well, in the case of this show, I'd say they've achieved it. This show is set in the early 1700s about a magistrate who decided to create a special unit to protect its people. It's a really cool anime if you like watching several fighting styles.
すごい。これほどとは。優子。何やってんだよお前。こんなとこで。っていうかさ、おかしいじゃん。だってあれ、お前もう死んだじゃん。
Number 8, Tokyo Majin. Tokyo Majin is another one of those variety battle anime. You have many characters, each with their different fighting style, going from boxing, archery, archery is fighting, don't sweat it, swordplay, and bare fist fighting. All of these unlikely characters will have to tag along to defeat evil like demons, and eventually someone bigger than they originally anticipated. Supernatural power will also get involved, so you may want to be aware of that if you're hoping for a more realistic approach.
お前ここで生活しているのか。あ、外出ようか。なぜだ？着替えるんだろ。お前がこの着物を片付けるのだから外に出てはダメだろ。あ、そう。
Number 7, Kurenai. Kurenai is also one of those underrated gems out there that I really recommend. The anime is only 12 episodes long, but it tells a great story about a teenager guy who's a master of an arcane martial art, and he's appointed to the job of the bodyguard of a 7-year-old little girl that her family kinda wanna get rid of. If you like comedy and drama, that's one anime I would hope people could try out. The character development is also quite charming. This anime doesn't have the recognition it deserves.
お前はどうするのだ？布団は？これ。そんなもので眠れるのか？聞いたことがないぞ。俺は眠れる。どんな状態でも眠れる。そうか。そんなことができるのだな。もう寝よう。うん。おやすみ。おやすみなさい。 何？ここは半額弁当を狙う戦場だ。なのにお前は私との戦いを優先した。その技も弁当への思いが伴わなければただの防御に過ぎん。お前は負ける。
Number 6, Bento. Not to be confused with Ben 10, that's something else. This anime enters the martial art category by a long stretch. It's not your typical one-on-one battle, it's more like a battle royale kind of stuff. It's the story of a guy who enters a grocery store to buy lunch. He passes out and wakes up in a bento war. He gets recruited by a girl who needs his help. This is much of a comical anime, but it got some pretty sweet action scene as well. It's 12 episodes, it came out in 2011. Really simple. Step 1, you watch. Step 2, you enjoy. Step 3, and Step 4, profits. Number 5, Hajime no Ippo. What happens when you mix kick-ass scene and boxing together? Kickboxing? No, not really. Although you get one hell of a good anime. This is a fairly long show with just about 75 episodes, but the manga goes on and on and whatever. It's really fun to see the art style evolve through the years, but as of the show, if you enjoy a character who starts from wimp and turns into badasses, well, check it out, it's really good. Number 4, Fushigi Yugi. This anime came out in the mid-90s, but don't write it off just yet, it has quite its charms. It's the story of two junior high students who get teleported in the world of a mysterious book in ancient China. They must find several celestial warriors to be able to summon Suzaku, who would grant them 3 wishes. It's adventure, it's action, you got romance, magic, fantasy, really it's a giant melting pot where everyone can find something to enjoy out of it.
Hey there, Akane. Wait!
Number 3, Ranma 1/2. It's an all-rounder. It's got great comedy, a little bit of fanservice, great battles, and an overall pretty interesting story. Lots of people who are into anime grew up watching this show because it's a cult one, and it's been around for quite a while. It tells the story of a guy that when he's splashed by cold water, he turned into a girl, and hot water is bringing him back into a guy. This anime has over 160 episodes, so if you enjoy long stories, this is one I would recommend a lot.
All my admirers who came to see me off. I thank you all for your loyal support.
Well, there's your answer.
Imbecile! I demand to know the meaning of this little prank.
It wasn't meant for you. It was meant to trap somebody else.
I suppose in that case, I must admit it was quite the clever ploy to even trick me this one time.
Number 2, now we get into badass stuff, Sengoku Basara. I would feel really bad if I made a martial art list and didn't include any samurai in here. This anime lean a lot on the military ambience and the historical side. If you're curious about politics and stuff like feudal lords, it's a show well worth looking into. This anime has 24 episodes and a movie, so it can easily be watched within a weekend, which is be worth the time you would put in it. And finally, number 1, Fist of the North Star. Now, if you're an old geezer like myself, allow me to take you back all the way to the 80s when this show was the bomb. Nowadays, it's still a pretty strong title. You'll see several games being made about this franchise, and it's because it's so entertaining to watch these battles. There are several sequels and spin-offs that I wouldn't really know how many total episodes there is, but if you want a great nostalgia trip, give it a shot. It might endear you more than you'd expect.
何秒後だんそうだな10秒後ってとこかな数えてやるぜ10 9 8 7 6 5 4 3 2 1 0
Now, these 10 are probably top of the chart when it gets to martial arts, in my book. But if you want more great battles anime, you can with no doubt check out these honorable mentions: Strongest Disciple Kenichi, Tenjo Tenge, Ikitosen, Yu Yu Hakusho. These are all anime I've talked about in previous lists of mine, which can maybe interest you in case you're a really picky person. Alright Lizzie, so how are you settling in? I hope you're doing alright. We have a pretty big battle coming up in a few weeks against the pianos.
Yes, I'm very satisfied with this brand new lab. Can you send news of you my way? I'd like to have a sample of his blood to test out something.
Oh yeah, sure thing. I'll send him your way.
Thank you. I'll feed my pet bunny meanwhile. She's called Sassy. She's a white rabbit.
You asked to see me, Miss Lizzie?
Oh my, what a strong looking fellow we have here. I could just eat you up.
I wouldn't recommend that. General said something about a blood sample.
That can wait. I really dig your green hair, you know.
Oh, thanks. I grew them myself. Excuse me asking, Miss Lizzie, but are you a slut?
Oh, how dare you! I am a renowned doctor. No, yeah, I totally am. I'm seeing a therapist about it.
Is everything alright in here?
Oh, yes, absolutely. I was just about to introduce you to my sassy bunny. She loves carrots.
Ew.